Hello, and welcome to my tutorial on how to play Seven Wonders Duel. Since you guys don't want to read, and you're used to me explaining all the rules, I'm going to set up the board. I'm going to stick the little duel thingy right here in the center, and then you're going to cover up these two ends. You got the one that's got a broken 5 and a broken 2. You're going to stick those over the 5 and the 10. The 2 will stay empty. Each player gets 7 coins. I have the fancy metal kind for regular 7 wonders, so I'm going to use those just because they're cooler. Then you're going to shuffle the green circles and then put 5 of them face up here. Then you're going to take your deck. You're going to start with age 1. You're just going to randomly take 3 cards out and then shuffle them up. You're also going to need to pick wonders. So you're going to shuffle them up. You're going to take 4 wonder cards and place them face up between the 2 players. The first player gets to choose 1. The next player chooses 2, and then the first player takes the last one as their own. These you get to build as an extra option now. The way you build them is you need the resources that are here on the left side, and then instead of taking one of the cards from the pyramid and adding it to your pile, you will flip it over and put it underneath, and that signifies that the wonder is built, and then you can immediately use the effects. Now you've got your pyramid laid out, and the way you play the game is each player will just go back and forth and take one of the exposed cards. So these ones in front, those are all visible. You can grab any of those. These ones behind that are flipped or have a card on top of them, you cannot take any of those until they are fully visible. So if I take this card as my first one, this one can still not be grabbed because this card is covering that corner. So if my opponent then takes that one, now this one is visible, it's flipped over, and it can be taken on my next turn. This one, however, still cannot be taken because it's still covered by this one. Game repeats like that until you go through the whole pyramid, and that is the end of age 1. Then you will start the next age with the age 2 cards and do the different pattern for age 2 cards. The big thing is just to remember that the white cards on this picture mean that they're face up, and then the colored ones are face down. A lot of them have no costs. Obviously those you just get for free. These symbols here mean that later on in the game there will be a card, a blue card that will have like that symbol down here where the build cost is. If you've got a blue one with that symbol there and you have this one, then you get that card for free. If you do not have the required resource to build the card, then you can trade. So the cost of each resource varies. It's 2 coins plus the number of symbols of the same resource produced by the brown and gray cards of the opposing city. So if I'm going to buy this baths and I don't have any stones, so I have to trade for it. So if my opponent doesn't have any stone cards, the resources, like the brown cards or gray cards, then that just costs me 2 coins. I'll put 2 coins in the bank, and then that card is mine. But if my opponent does have stone, then it's going to cost me 2 coins plus 1 for every stone card that my opponent has. So if just has 1, then it'll cost me 3 coins. If she has 6, then it'll cost me 8 coins total. So different card types. We've got gray and brown resources. That's the same. Different yellow cards are going to do different things, all kind of money related. So this one will just get you 4 coins. These 2, you can always buy one of those resources, and it only costs you 1 coin instead of the regular 2. The red cards, those will move this little guy across the track. So if I take this one for my cards, then I'm going to move this one towards my opponent. Now, if your opponent also gets a red card, they will move it the opposite direction. So you're kind of doing a tug of war going back and forth. But if one person is getting all the red cards, they're going to continue moving it forward on the track. If I end the game in this section here, it means that I get 2 points at the end of the game. If I get into this section here, this automatically goes into effect and my opponent will lose 2 coins. If I end the game in this section, I will get 5 points at the end of the game. If I continue to go and I get into the last section, then my opponent will lose 5 coins. And if I end in this, I will get 10 points. But if I manage to get my token all the way to the end here, that means that I automatically win with a military victory. The green card, science. So anytime you pick a green card, you will automatically get to grab one of these 5 tokens, but you can automatically win science, or win the game, if you have 6 different science symbols. When you're collecting the green cards, they've all got different symbols. There are 6 different symbols throughout the game, and there's also one that can be chosen in the lineup of the green tokens. If you have all 6 different symbols, then you automatically win the game. Then for age 3, you're going to do something a little bit different. So you're going to shuffle all the cards, and then you're going to take 3 out, but then you're randomly going to take 3 of these guild cards, and you're going to stick those in there, shuffle it up with those in there, and then lay out as normal and play as normal. Now, once the 3rd age is over, this is when you calculate scores. So, I'm pretty sure this is for the date. That's what we've always used there. Got initials, obviously. And then you just start going down the line. So you got points from blue cards, points from green, yellow, purple, wonder stage, your progress tokens, however many coins you have, which it's 3 coins is 1 point. And then the points on the military track, and then your total score. So in the case of this one, you can see technically Melissa beat me by points, by 8. But I got a science victory because I had 6 of the different science tokens. So now for different effects, some of them are pretty simple. This one you just get 12 coins and then you get to replay your turn. 6 coins and replay your turn, you get 3 points at the end of the game. This one's just worth 9 points. This one you get 3 coins. Your opponent loses 3, you replay your turn and you get 3 points at the end of the game. This one you'll draw 3 of the progress tokens, I guess is what they're called. You'll choose 1 and then return the other 2 back into the game box. These ones with this symbol here, this means that we'll take one of your opponent's cards of that color and discard it. So there's a brown one there and a gray, I think that is it, just those 2 colors. And then this means you get to move your military token 1 track towards your opponent's city. This one you just get 2 of those. This one you get to go through all cards that have been discarded and choose 1. This does not count for the ones that are discarded from the 3 that are taken out of each age. And then these 2 are basically the same. You just get 1 resource, not all 3, but you can choose 1 of the 3 or 1 of the 2, and this one's got a replay. And then this one just, you can replay your turn and then you get 6 points as well. Alright, this one, mathematics, just gets you 3 points for each progress token in your possession, so that's these science tokens. So for however many you have, you'll get 3 points. So if you just have 1, 3 points. If you have 2, 6, so on and so forth. Strategy will get you 1 extra shield when you get a red card once this is in play. So then instead of just moving 1 spot on the progress track, you would move 2 for every new red card. These 2, all future blue cards or wonder cards constructed by you will cost 2 fewer resources. With each construction, you are free to choose which resource the rebate is applied. So when you've got these, then each blue card and wonder, it just costs 2 less resources to make it. This one, you immediately get 6 coins from the bank, and then anytime you do the building chain with the little symbols, then you get an additional 4 coins each time you do that. This one, you gain coins spent by your opponent when they purchase resources. So if I'm needing coins and if I'm needing resources and I don't have them, then I spend money into the bank, and then you would get money for however many I spend, you get that much back. And this one, anytime that a wonder is completed, you just treat it like they have the replay effect. So you would get to take an additional turn once you complete your wonder stage. But if it has the replay on it already, you do not get to do it twice, only once. Philosophy is just worth 7 points. Agriculture is worth 6 coins and 4 points. And law is the 7th science symbol. These are the brown and gray cards. These are your resources. This is for age 1. Each one will just get you 1 resource, and there are some that are free and then some that cost 1 coin as well. Blue cards just get you points. Alright, so the clay reserve, you can buy clay for 1 coin instead of 2. The tavern, you just get 4 coins, but it does have the building chain for the next age. Wood reserve, you get wood for 1 coin, and then stone reserve, you get stone for 1 coin. Age 2 yellow cards, 6 coins. You get the science ones that cost 1 each. This one, you just get 1 of those for free. It's either or, not both. You get to use that once per turn. And then same with this one, except it is one of the basic resources that you get for free instead. Age 3 yellow cards. These are worth however many coins it says for what the symbol is here. So this one, you would get 2 coins for however many wonders you have built at the time when you pick this card up. So this is only good for right when you pick up this card, not later down the road, except for the points. Obviously the points are calculated at the end of the game. So this one would be for every wonder stage. This would be for how many gray cards you have, red cards, brown cards, yellow cards. These are the 4 science cards for age 1. Each of them just has a different symbol. A couple of them do have free point, and they cost either money or the science resource, glass or parchment. And these are 4 of the different symbols. You would need to gather 6 to have a science victory. And these are the military cards. Each of these only has 1, so when you place one of those, or pick one of those up, then you would move your token 1 space towards your opponent's city on the track. And a couple of them do have the building chain as well. In age 2, there are some of the red cards that have 2 spaces instead of 1, and in age 3, there are some that have 3. So you would move the token on the track that many spaces instead of the usual 1 that you had in the first age. So the way these work is you'll get 1 coin. For instance, with this one being green cards, you'll get 1 coin for every green card in the city that has the most. So if I have the most green cards, then I would get 1 coin for every green card of mine. If my opponent has more green cards, I would get as many coins as they have green cards. And then it works the same for points at the end. And that player can change. So if I only have 1 green card and you have none, when I grab this and then at the end of the game you have 4 green cards and I still just have the 1, then I would get 4 points. because it's going after whichever city has the most of whichever guild you have selected.